And therefore, and since speaking and listening are correlative in conversation, or what I call two-way talk, most of us converse very poorly. Again, I use my Aspen example. It takes 2 or 3 days with these very bright executives at Aspen to get the discussion to be relevant, to move, to be in gear. People don't know how to talk very well to one another. And since I think conversation is really the heart of human life, I really think...
Is it 46% or something like that?
Yes.
That learning is done by conversation?
Yeah. At the time that How to Read a Book came out, I gave a speech here in New York sometime in which I said that I thought that solitary reading was about as bad an addiction as solitary drinking, and not very pleasant. That when I read a book, I'd like to have someone else read it and talk to and have a conversation about it. I think travel and discussion, any experience in discussion, reading and discussion, viewing a work of art, hearing a musical symphony, I think that discussion, that two-way talk, is really the most...
annealing experience.
The enrichment of human life. I think most marriages dry up because of the failure of conversation. Not sexually, but intellectually dry up. And I think the bonds are between a man and his wife, or one of the difficulties about raising children is that adolescent period when there's a gap in conversation, when you can't talk easily to your children, and they don't talk easily to you. And then when they grow up, the sign of their growing up, getting out of that terrible phase was known as adolescence, is that conversation again becomes a human affair, not a kind of pugilistic affair.
Yeah, right.